Be from Indiana. Please unmute. You are on the air, my friend.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, David, it's me. I just was wondering if you've ever reconsidered making an OnlyFans.
Sorry, if I've done making an omelet, what?
No, making an OnlyFans. Earnings season is over, and it's time for you to show us your zucchini.
That's very clever. No, listen. I think I'd be more likely. I'd be more likely to show my Granny Smith apples than any Zooks. Floppy Dukes.
Flippy floppy.
Floppy Dukes. Floppy Dukes.
Flippy floppy.
5 1/4 inches. Should I play this? This is one of the most vile callers we have.
In the name of Jesus, anything that would be of an Antichrist spirit, we break it right now. In the name of Jesus, every Antichrist spirit, we break it right now. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus, from South America, they're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. Angels are being dispatched right now. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus, from South America, they're coming here. They're coming here. Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus from South America, they're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. Angels are being dispatched right now. Amanda, I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear victory, 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 victory in the corridors of heaven. In the corridors of heaven, victory, 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 victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus from South America, they're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. Angels are being dispatched right now. Amanda, angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus from South America, they're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear a sound of victory. We stop and we override the will of man for the will of God. We override the will of man for the will of God. We override.
My bag of mangoes.
Uh-oh. I love mangoes too.
9 cents. Okay. Now that we are up under Biden's regime, my bag of mangoes now costs $11.99.
That seems like a pretty good deal. A bag of mangoes. Aren't mangoes like $3 each? That's it. I want what, $8 or $11. That sounds good.
The American people will lie. And highway robbery is what you're doing. Bring my mangoes back down. My bag of mangoes. My bag of mangoes.
Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes. Bring my mangoes back down. Raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. The price of fruit. Bring my mangoes back down.
The Wisconsin crowd identified with the mangoes.
Disproportionately affected the American people. Those who want me to be healthy. Those who want me to be healthy. It's highway robbery is what you're doing. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit.
Mangoes? All right, welcome everybody. I wish we were meeting today under better circumstances, but sadly we are not. We have been completely cut out 100% from Facebook monetization, not for 7 days, not for 14 or 21, not even for 30 days. For 90 days, we have been completely banned from the Facebook content monetization program. Oh man, it is exhausting. I will I will tell everybody about why momentarily, just going to give it a minute for more people to be able to connect, etc., because I only want to explain this once. And I will give you all of the details that I have. A Freakadelic said via Super Chat, Parkman, you're really irresponsible. You were MIA when the other Spider-Mans were tussling with Doc Ock and co. recently. What the hell's the matter with you? Man, I don't even know what they're talking about. I just have no idea. Thanks to Olivia Julius for the beta membership over on YouTube. I do appreciate that very much. Also want to say thanks to Dizzy Bird for the Twitch Prime subscription. That is number 1 today. Okay. Should I just jump right into what's going on with Facebook? I know that there's going to be a lot of people coming in later, not understanding what's going on. So maybe I'll just give it a minute. Chakaseki says, I watched the 1/6 documentary on Hubo. Oh, I'm sorry, HBO, not Hubo. The footage was absolutely chilling and brings home the true horror of the day. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Yeah. Oh, thanks to Jen here for gifting 5 subs. I appreciate that. I'm going to jump in a moment. David, sir, when you cut your pinky finger, was it using one of the knives of the show sponsor? No, it actually was not. Is it a testament to their sharpness? That's a good question. No, it was not. I am, as you can maybe see, after cutting off the tip of my finger last week, it is now basically healed. When I look at both like this, one is round and one is flat across, which is, to be perfectly frank, it's a little disturbing to see. But it's basically fine. I'm not using adhesive bandages anymore. Some people call them Band-Aids. I call them adhesive bandages. I appreciate the concern, Andy, though. Thank you very, very much. Okay, listen, I'll just get right into what's going on. So, all right. How many people in the chat have been with us since Adpocalypse? Adpocalypse was March 30, 2017, so that we can kind of get oriented. How many people in the chat have been with the show that long? Looks like a bunch. Okay. Those were tough times, says Green Man. Yes, it was a dark period in the show's history. Okay, not everybody. A lot of people have, but not everybody. So let me explain what's going on. Back in March of 2017, we experienced Adpocalypse 1, what we call Adpocalypse 1.0. And what this happened was that I believe it was, let me just be accurate. Just for accuracy, let me go to 2017 March. I remember it as a weekend. Exactly. Okay. So here was the deal. We get YouTube data 2 days delayed. So see if you can follow this. On the 3rd of the month, you get your earnings from the 1st of them. You don't get them. You get your data about how much you made on the 1st of the month. On the 4th of the month, you find out how much you made on the 2nd of the month. So let's do a little test. On the 27th of the month, you get your earnings data from the 25th. Beautiful. You guys understand. On April 2nd, 2017, I woke up Sunday morning, getting ready for the week. How did we do last week? I pull up YouTube revenue, and because it's April 2nd, I got my data for March 31st, and it says we made 19 cents. 19 cents. And I say, what the hell's going on here? We went from making money on YouTube to 19 cents. And then I go on my channel and I see there's no ads running. I contact Secular Talk host, and now it's called the Kyle Kulinski Show. Secular Talk host Kyle Kulinski, and I say, sir, what's happening? And he goes, I got hit with the same thing. We later learned that because of an ad or two that played on a racist video, YouTube essentially shut off advertising for almost all news and politics content. Okay? This lasted for basically 2 weeks where we made zero, and ad revenue slowly trickled back over like the following year. Okay. And so at that point, we were very reliant on YouTube revenue. And so I decided to diversify. That's why shortly after that, we started publishing all of our content to Facebook, not just a clip or two. It's why we started doing the Amazon affiliate program. We eventually started doing Twitch and growing our support there. The idea was there's too much platform risk with so much of our revenue tied up by YouTube when they went and shut it off overnight. Okay. Unfortunately, the platforms we diversified to have also over time shut off the siphon. As many of you know, we've dealt with at least 2, if not 3 Twitch bans, where once it was because we aired a debate and CNN shut us down. Another time it was because of a gory element in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. There was a third one that now I don't remember. Oh, one was a totally bogus takedown from some scammers that didn't actually have anything to do with us. Okay, good. So we saw Twitch go to 0, but we're diversified. Okay, good. We've also previously, as you may remember, we took a 7-day monetization ban from Facebook. We never found out why. We were told something you posted violated our T's and C's, terms and conditions. We never found out what. And after 7 days, our Facebook's revenue came back in. Okay. Today, we experienced basically one of those dewy mornings where it's chilly and you get up and you say, all right, we've got a new week. Let's see what we did last week. And I saw that our Facebook revenue went to 0, not 19 cents, not $1. It went to 0. What's going on? So I start investigating and I see that we have lost monetization on Facebook for 90 days. This is Adpocalypse 2, The Reckoning. That's what we're calling this. Nicely said on Twitch. This is Adpocalypse 2, The Reckoning. We're banned for 90 days. Why are we banned? I have no idea. It says, click here to see details of why you were banned. I click. Nothing comes up. It's just, it glitched. Okay. Eventually, I talked to my team. Last week, Pat was off on vacation, so John was handling the uploads, and he said, oh yeah, since I did the uploads, I got the notification. Here is why we got a 90-day monetization ban on Facebook. Are you guys, are people ready? I hope people are sitting down for what I'm about to show you. Oh, people aren't ready. Okay, well, I'll just wait. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, people are ready. Okay. Here's why we were banned. Okay. Your post didn't follow our community standards. This is a post, okay? It's a post about our clip. Alex Jones loses his shit, turns on Trump. This is Jones turning on Trump because Trump is, quote, pro-vaccine. And this was our post about it. Will Trump's base draw the line at his support for the vaccine? Alex Jones loses his shit, turns on Trump. Okay? This is why we have lost 90 days of monetization on Facebook. And you know what? Because we decided to diversify, right? Facebook is now close to 20% of our revenue. Gone for 90 days. Now, we must be able to appeal it, right? There's an appeal button. You can't type anything. For all I know, it goes to a reviewer. Who knows where in the world? Who knows what their level of English proficiency is? Who knows if they would even understand that we are pro-vaccine? We are reporting on the conflict between Alex Jones and Trump over vaccination. Right. A lot of people saying, I don't get what the problem is. This does not violate their terms and conditions. Now, let me say something right now to every single person in the audience who is a right-wing nut who's going to write to me and they're going to go, David, this is a taste of your own medicine. You've advocated censorship for so long and asked for this, and it's only a matter of time until they were going to come for you, the globalists and the Soros. Okay. I 100% respect and recognize that Facebook has terms and conditions and that they can enforce them. The problem here is we didn't violate the terms and conditions. There is no way. I know the terms and conditions. You can't do anti-vax stuff or spread COVID disinformation on Facebook. And we didn't. Okay? So I am not taking issue with Facebook's right to say these are the rules and we're going to enforce them. I am saying the mechanism for enforcing this stuff is garbage. It's pond scum. This used to be an issue on YouTube. I've had many criticisms on YouTube where there was a period of time where YouTube's algorithm or logarithm, if you think back to, the Rittenhouse trial.
Warm food around noon.
Yeah. The algorithm on YouTube used to be unable to distinguish between white supremacist content and people criticizing white supremacy, right? We used to criticize white supremacy. I'm against white supremacy. Some of you may know that, okay? And we used to get hit with problems because YouTube's old algorithm, it's white supremacy, we're banning it, whether it's pro or anti. That's been fixed, fortunately, okay? So at the end of the day, we've appealed. The appeals are like a black hole on Facebook. I've reached out to everyone I know. Listen to this. I reached out to my YouTube rep and said, listen, I know you have nothing to do with Facebook, but because you're in this industry, do you know anyone at Facebook? Because I don't know. I reached out to Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks, thinking, they have a really large presence on Facebook. Maybe he knows someone who could put me in touch. We've done all of it, but the most likely scenario is we have lost 20% of our revenue for the next 90 days. That's the unfortunate reality. So we obviously, we have to be ready to be demonetized on any platform. That's why we diversify. That's why we're on Twitch. That's why we're on all these different things. So if anybody knows someone at Facebook, now please do not flood my inbox with a link to the form to contact Facebook. I'm aware of that. We did it. They don't write back. If I'm saying this seriously, if you really know a person at Facebook that you could introduce me to via email, please email info@davidpakman.com. Don't send me the link for a support request on Facebook. It's just that no. Okay. Now, why is it so important for us to fight this? It's important to fight this because Facebook is littered with disinformation. And so if we go, because when you get demonetized, the content also gets deprioritized because it's considered dangerous, misinformation. If we go, the problem gets worse on Facebook. It becomes more of an echo chamber. We do have, 250,000 followers and 150,000 likes on there. So it's an important platform for us. So that's why we're going to fight it the best we can. So if you really know someone at Facebook, I would love it if you help me get in touch. And honestly, the most important thing that we can also do is let's try to recover the lost revenue. Okay, so I have created a coupon code. The coupon code is F Facebook. I'm not going to say anything. It's Facebook with 2 F's. F Facebook. You go to joinpakman.com. I say do yearly. I prefer yearly, but you could do either. You hit sign up. All right. The coupon code is F Facebook. F Facebook, 2 F's. And you get a monster discount. Okay. If I would appreciate, it stands for Fun Facebook. Exactly. It's so fun. It's so fun. That's exactly what it stands for. So that's basically the situation. And I would appreciate people's support to the extent that that they can do anything. But that's what it is. So we'll have an update hopefully tomorrow. Sorry, let me see what's happening with super chats. Danny says, here's some help for the monetization loss. You're the tops in my book. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Also, a really generous $50 super chat from Tony, who says, I found your show, Mr. Pakman, through TYT and then Ring of Fire and Bo and Mr. Dole. Thank you all. Thank you very much. And also appreciate everybody subscribing over on Twitch. Let me make sure I'm thanking everybody properly. Thanks to Cosmos, Cell Prime, Lucy Goosey, Not Sure. Lucy Goosey also gifted 5, and Caristotle. That's 10, putting us at 16. Really, really, really appreciate that. Oh yeah. What about tweeting? Listen, anything you guys can do, please do. So if there's some Facebook, Twitter support account and people want to start tweeting at them or submitting requests or whatever, anything people are willing to help with, I think is absolutely fine. We love all of it. Okay. KB says F Facebook. Yes, exactly. F Facebook is the code today. And it is a really, really powerful code. Okay, people asking about the whether the chess tournament is still going on. The chess tournament is going on, okay? Tomorrow, yeah. You can participate. Let me go to davidpacman.com/chess. Go to davidpacman.com/chess. Join my chess club on chess.com. It's free. I'm not selling you anything. I want you to support via membership, but this is free, okay? 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we're doing a chess tournament. It's open to everybody, all skill levels. We're going to have people who have basically never played before. And we will also have some grandmasters, international masters, etc. I'm going to update you on who is playing of note. Number 1, Grandmaster Benjamin Feingold will be playing in the tournament. Number 2, International Master Eric Rosen will be playing in the tournament. Number 3, International Master Levi Rosman will be playing in the tournament. Number 4. Hold on. Let me make sure I get everybody's ranks correctly. Women's International Master Jessie February, also a streamer from South Africa, will be playing. Unfortunately, Anna Kramling has had to drop out. She was going to play, but she's ultimately not going to be able to. But it's going to be really, really great. It's going to be really, really great. So the tournament will be at 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. All you have to do now is join the chess club at davidpacman.com/chess. And then tomorrow you will be able to join the actual tournament. Okay, so that's what's going on. Couple other super chats. Dustin says, David, you once mentioned you grew up in Belgium. I've been to Belgium once in my life for 8 days. No, I don't know anything about that. Nicholas with a 99.99 super chat says, keep it up, David. You just be exhausted. Janice says, let's all chip in. Nemo Nova says, I call it hate book. It's just one dumpster fire after another. Consider it a badge of honor. Well, folks, memberships are dumping in with the coupon code. Michael Kennison just signed up on my website with the coupon code OBAMNA. Ellen Lyons just signed up on my website. Thank you, Ellen. Larry Riley just signed up with the code FFacebook. Aaron Saul is a new member. Dan Mallory has signed up. Gabriel Barrera has signed up. Thanks to Todd Johnson and Mark Perez, all signing up with the coupon code FFacebook. Very much appreciate that. Rewatching your January 6th stream, knowing what was about to happen was such a weird experience. Even then, you couldn't imagine the Capitol being breached. Well said. Hopper loves me all riled up. Okay. Larry Riley says, that's why I canceled Facebook. Mira says, sorry about the lost income. F Facebook, been a member since 2019. Thank you. Rebecca says, I just deleted my Facebook. Should have done it years ago. Feels great. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword because we don't want to leave Facebook to the bad guys only. You know what I mean? Thanks to Oxamit and also Jody B for gifting 6 subscriptions. I really appreciate that. Tony sends a $5 super chat. Okay, let's get into some other stuff. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Memberships are dumping in. Thanks to Lewis Bird for signing up with the coupon code FFacebook.
Big, massive dumps.
Mitchell Beatty has just signed up. Olivia Cuppage. Mr. Mosley is a new member. Natalie Turner-Jones.
Dumps.
That puts us at 35. I really appreciate that. Wow, and super chats are just flying in. F Facebook. It's the new populist anthem. Sir, I heard you something like growing up in Belgium. Was really confused, but thought nothing of it. Listen, guys, I have never claimed to have grown up in Belgium. I was born in Argentina, okay? Susan Comment has signed up with the coupon code F Facebook. Kyle Wise is a new member, and so is Samir Mera, putting us at 38.
They call them dumps.
Jamal Swift, Happy New Year, homie. How are you feeling? What are some of your 2022 goals? Well, in the immediate, to get this whole thing fixed up. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, I just got a message from Craig, and Craig says, David, I work at Facebook and can try to submit a request. Now we're talking. Let's get that going. Okay, very good. I am willing to provide my long-form birth certificate just to prove that we did not violate any Facebook rules. I would be willing to do that. Yeah. Oh, also thanks to Philip Bressy for signing up on my website with the coupon code F Facebook. Keep up the good work. Colin says, we Belgians stick together. Hey, you know what? In the interests of unity and collegiality, I will consider myself an honorary Belgian. I'm already a member in Twitch sub. Can we get an uncharged pickles? Absolutely. I am glad to drop that in.
Uncharged pickles?
Very well said. Just dropping a small dump super chat. Oh my God. Let's ban Facebook from the David Pakman show. I know it means lost revenue, and I'm sorry about that. Ray says F Facebook. Wow, that code has really taken off. Dale Pope has just signed up using the code, and so has Steve Bosley. All right, let me get to some more of the content. Memberships are just dumping in at such a rapid pace, but I do want to get into the content. All right, let's start with a few things. I want your help interpreting. This was posted to the subreddit. It says, David pronouncing anything other than the word / I sleep. David pronouncing the word / real shit. I don't know what this means. Is this when I go like, oh yeah, well, you know, I was just sitting there and it was a beautiful day and nothing really happened. But then all of a sudden it got sunny / snowing. And like, is that what people mean? I'm not even sure what that is. Okay. Nobody else knows either. / Here's another one. I actually liked reading this one. My favorite Pacmanisms. I love the term the Trump riots. That's not even a joke to me. I mean, that's just what they are. And Trump on Trump violence. They are succinct and funny. Fox News propagandist Tucker Carlson, someone else likes. My favorite is referring to Mike Lindell as simply pillow. Gets me every time. Something about the way it's delivered with such dryness as though it were his actual name. Dumps, massive dumps. Strong. I don't know. Whenever he uses strong or strongly, I can't help but smirk. It's just a funny gag to me. Yeah, it is.
Looking at that very strongly.
Right. All right. So there's a nice element. I told you last week how a lot of the MAGAs were... Oh, you got to be kidding me. Someone on Twitch is saying, make your own site instead of being a leech on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I did make my own site. It's called davidpakman.com. That's why I'm saying to people, when you sign up on my site, we don't have to deal with all of the demonetization. Like that's what I'm talking about. We're trying not to rely on these platforms. That's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, I think we got a ban. Is this a ban? Yeah, we're banning. Get the hell out of here. Get off my stream. What's that movie? Air Force One, where Harrison Ford says, get off my plane. Just get off my stream, please. Go away. Okay. All right. So listen, let's get back to this. Last week, I played for you a video of a MAGAT turning on Trump. We did a clip on it. It got 600,000 views. This is a reminder of one MAGAT turning on Trump.
Hey, Donald Trump, this is Daniel McCarthy in Arizona. The world is waking up to your massive grift. Please stop with the smoke and mirrors with these audits. Stop with your fundraising. Stop establishment candidate endorsements. Stop pushing this gene therapy, the sauce. I hear you're coming to Florence, Arizona for another one of your do-nothing rah-rah sessions.
This guy, it's so funny because this guy's so toxic, but he is right that Trump is running a grift and the rallies are do-nothing rah-rah events. That's all true, but also, like, this guy's a complete lunatic Republican. And the vaccines are not gene therapies.
I have an offer for you. I will give $1 million to the charity of your choice if you take 30 minutes of your stage time on January 15th and debate me or answer my questions even in front of your crowd. Think about all the things that you've done that you've not been held accountable for.
Right.
You ushered in medical tyranny. You
False.
exploded our national debt.
True.
You relinquished our sovereignty with the USMCA trade deal.
False.
You passed more gun laws than Obama did with fixed NICS.
Unclear.
You warned about election fraud, but yet you did nothing to prevent it, even after my team, months in advance, warned you after we were stolen from in the Senate primary. You gave up on therapeutics, and you pushed an experimental gene therapy.
False.
People are literally dying because of their trust in you. You enacted the lockdowns, and you surrounded yourself with swamp creatures for 4 years.
False and then true.
The January 6th protesters that came down to the Capitol, you set them up. Those people are being treated worse than dogs now, and these are your most loyal supporters.
They treated him like a dog.
Trump, you failed America. You're the most deceptive president in American history.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
And trust me, there's been a lot of psyops before.
That's false.
I posted the terms and conditions of my $1 million offer to my website, www.demanddaniel.com. I look forward to seeing you on January 15th, although
This isn't Brendan Fraser, is it?
know you won't do it because you're a little bitch.
True. Check this out. Look at this alpha behavior. Okay, so we looked at that last week. This guy is not letting up. I've got a new clip from this guy. Check this out. These people are continuing. Let them fight. The strategy is let them fight.
So I want to make it clear to all you people out there that are potentially watching this that are, kind of haters in regards to, Trump's part of a master operation or some 4D chess or any of that nonsense. No, Trump is a fraud.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
You were frauded, and it's time to move on quickly. This guy's a sham, and it's time to expose him as a sham and move on.
What I love about this is that even radical Republican lunatics like this guy are completely correct. It's like, yes, Trump is a fraud. He is a sham. And the infighting is just delightful.
And potentially he should be held accountable like the rest of these criminals that have perpetrated this fraud on the American people.
Yes, exactly. So we've got to, anything we can do to foment this type of insanity, we should try to do. Oh man, I have fallen way behind on stuff. I want to say thanks to Mad City Miss Kitty as well as Dragonfly Back Home for the Twitch subs, putting us at 43. Huge subscription dumps happening on my website. I want to say thanks to Felix Beaulieu for signing up with the coupon code FFacebook. Zachary Brown is a new member. Maria Reyna has signed up. Tugs McCowan is a new member. Anthony Montecalvo has signed up. Achal Oza is a new member. Thanks to Ben Harris and Scott Ellis for the memberships. Aratina Agalapal as well as Will Sherman have signed up. That puts us at 53. 53.
Big, massive dumps.
The coupon code is FFacebook. And you can scroll back to see what's going on. Other super chats coming in. Got to these. ABCDEF Facebook says Power Storm via super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, thanks to Long Hair Kev for the Twitch Prime. You are number 54 today. What a day. What a day. And an insane situation. All right, let's continue with the content here. Anybody want to drink their own urine? Well, Christopher Key believes urine therapy may be the antidote to the virus. Here is Christopher Key now going full delusions with elements of urine and urea, apparently.
The antidote that we've seen now, and we have tons and tons of research, is...
Does he have a baby or a microphone in his jacket? I can't tell what's in there.
Urine therapy. Okay? And I know to a lot of you this sounds crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it does sound crazy. That's true.
God's given us everything we need, okay? And I'm going to give you, again, I test and prove all things, okay? This has been around for centuries. We've got...
Urine has been around longer than centuries. I hate to break it to Christopher Keyes.
Research after research, documented, peer-reviewed, published papers on urine. We do.
Yes, there are published papers on urine. That's true, right? Like the field of urology regularly publishes paper related to urine. They don't say it treats or cures COVID. So I did a little bit of research. The urine stuff, this guy does look like the type of guy that would be collecting his own urine. There's sometimes mental illness where people end up collecting their own waste, and it's a condition to be dealt with on its own. It's a serious condition. But this has been kind of like a repeated thing where some people talk about you should neti pot urine and then it'll clear your sinuses, or use it on your skin to treat who the hell knows what or whatever. It's all bogus. It's all completely bogus. There's only one thing that I've read that urine can help with on a very temporary basis. Okay. And I want to be really, really careful here. If you are dehydrated to the point of almost dying, drinking your own urine for 1 or maybe 2 days might get you to survive just a little bit longer so that you can be rescued. Okay. If you do it, urine's 95% water. The other 5% is stuff your kidneys are filtering out. So I actually looked, I'm going to cover this tomorrow. I looked at the peer-reviewed research. If you do the urine drinking for too long, you're basically concentrating in your kidneys the stuff that the kidneys are removing, and it's very, very bad. So absolute best case, a day or two drinking your own urine can replenish some of the water that you've lost in a catastrophic dehydration situation. If you've read the book, I don't remember I think it's called 437 Days, about the fisherman Salvador Alvarenga, who drifted off the coast of Mexico and ended up in the South Pacific. For brief periods, he drank his own urine, but it was not how he survived 437 days. He very quickly figured out how to collect rainwater. Okay. Anyway, so that's the truth about drinking your own urine. Dear God, these people are really something else. Thanks to France Staring for signing up on my website with the code FFacebook. Kimberly Kelberg has signed up on my website. And Anthony Foglia. Oh, sorry. And also Wanda Fuller, putting us at 58. Really appreciate everybody coming out in support, given what's taking place over on the Facebook. All right, let's now get into this completely wacky Tucker Carlson interview. Tucker Carlson completely cucked Ted Cruz. Now, some of you find that phrase, that term, graphic and inappropriate. It is a proverbial cucking, but it is a cucking nonetheless. Let's take a look at it.
So we played this tape for you last time. We were surprised by it. We prefaced it by saying every conservative appreciates Ted Cruz because he's one of the smartest and most articulate people in the Congress, and he's conservative. But he referred publicly to what happened on January 6th as, quote, a violent terror attack. Here it is.
Yeah.
We are approaching a solemn anniversary this week, and it is an anniversary of a violent terrorist attack on the Capitol, where we saw the men and women of law enforcement demonstrate incredible courage, incredible bravery, risk their lives.
It's actually the rare, sensible statement from Ted Cruz, and he ends up having to go and grovel to Tucker.
To defend the men and women who serve in this Capitol.
Senator Cruz was game enough to come on tonight. We appreciate that. He joins us now. Senator, thanks so much for coming on. So I guess there are a lot of dumb people in the Congress.
Yes, exactly.
You're not one of them. I think you're smarter than I am. And you never use words carelessly.
This is legendary cuckoldry.
And yet you called this a terror attack when by no definition was it a terror attack. That's a lie. You told that lie on purpose, and I'm wondering why you did.
Oh, man. This is incredible.
Well, Tucker, thank you for having me on. When you aired your episode last night, I sent you a text shortly thereafter and said, listen, I'd like to go on because...
Please let me go on and apologize. Please, Tucker, don't blacklist me. I'll say I'm sorry.
The way I phrased things yesterday, it was sloppy and it was frankly dumb. And
I don't buy that. Whoa. I don't buy that. Look, I've known you a long time, since before you went to the Senate. You were a Supreme Court contender. You take words as seriously as any man who's ever served in the Senate. And every word you repeated that phrase. I do not believe that you used that accidentally. I just don't.
So, Tucker, as a result of my sloppy phrasing, it's caused a lot of people to misunderstand what I meant. Let me tell you what I meant to say.
Right.
What I was referring to are the limited number of people who engaged in violent attacks against police officers. Now, I think you and I both agree that if you assault a police officer, you should go to jail.
Sure.
That's who I was talking about. And the reason the phrasing was sloppy is I have talked dozens, if not hundreds of times. I've drawn a distinction. I wasn't saying that the thousands of peaceful protesters supporting Donald Trump are somehow terrorists. I wasn't saying the millions of patriots across the country supporting President Trump are terrorists. And that's what a lot of people have misunderstood that comment.
Wait a second, but hold on. What you just said doesn't make sense. So if somebody assaults a cop, he should be charged and go to jail. I couldn't agree more. We have said that for years. But that person's still not a terrorist. How many people have been charged with terrorism?
Now, that's really a red herring, because very often in events that we would all agree were terrorist events, it's common that by the time you get to charges, the charges aren't for literal terrorism. That's very, very common. In fact, I think let me not say, there's even more detail to look at when you're considering state charges as to what it even means to be charged for terrorism. I don't want to get into it because I don't have the information in front of me, but that doesn't really tell us much.
On January 6th. Like, why'd you use that word? You're playing into the other side's characterization that, as Joe Kent just explained, allows them to define an entire population as foreign combatants. And you know that. So why'd you do it?
So Tucker, let me answer you directly. The reason I use that word for a decade, I have referred to people who violently assault police officers as terrorists. I've done so over and over and over again. If you look at all the assaults we've seen across the country, I've called that terrorism over and over again. That being said, Tucker, I agree with you. It was a mistake to say that yesterday.
I was a bad boy.
And the reason is what you just said, which is we've now had a year of Democrats in the media twisting words and trying to say that all of us are terrorists, trying to say you're a terrorist, I'm a terrorist.
Like, what does this have to do with what he said? This is crazy.
And so, look, I don't like people who assault cops, and I stand up and defend cops, and the reason I use that word is that's the word I've always used for people that violently attack cops. But in this context, I get why people were angry because we've had a year of...
Tucker, don't you see he's groveling and apologizing? Let the guy do it with his dignity.
The corrupt corporate media and Democrats claiming anyone who objected to the election fraud. And by the way, remember what was happening during those protests?
Can I just ask, hold on, you work in the... I guess I just don't believe you. And I mean that with respect, because I have such respect for your acuity.
This is tough love. This is daddy doing tough love on his son because he's got to teach him. You can't do your games in the Senate anymore, Ted.
And your precision, and I've seen it on display. I've covered you as a reporter. I know how you speak. And you have sat there for a year and watched people use language to distort the events of that day. Intentionally. Insurrection. Coup.
And of course it
terrorism.
Wasn't an insurrection. Saying it's an insurrection is a political term. It's a lie.
It's sort of like literally the definition of insurrection.
I've repeatedly denounced it. And when it comes to...
Ted Cruz has denounced calling it an insurrection much more than he's denounced the actual insurrection.
Look, I was focusing on what I normally say. That what you aired was a little 15-second snippet. What I normally say is violence is wrong, peaceful protest is right. If you engage in violence, you should be prosecuted. If you're speaking, you have a right to speak. I say that all the time.
Well,
I
amen,
didn't
and I
say
agree.
It in that snippet.
So who's Ray Epps, by the way, since you are a senator? Like, he and this other guy are clearly encouraging the crowd to commit crimes.
We're going to get to this.
Neither one has been arrested or charged. What is that, do you think?
So I think that is a very good question. I don't know who Ray Epps is. I've seen that video multiple times.
So let me talk about, let's do the Ray Epps. Oh, man, I wasn't even going to do this, but they're doing it. Let me see what we've got here. Okay, let me tell you about Ray Epps. All right. Oh God, they want me to disable ads. I guess I'll do it. Okay. Oh my God. That's why I have ads on, turned off. Who is Ray Epps? The conspiratorial claim that the attack on the U.S. Capitol was a false flag conducted by federal agents hinges largely on the identity of one man. Okay. On January 5th, a man was filmed encouraging people to go peacefully to the Capitol the following day. Video didn't make much noise at the time, but in the ensuing weeks, this person identified as Ray Epps became a central figure in a conspiracy theory claiming the federal agents provoked the attack on the Capitol, which prompted readers to search for information about him on Snopes. So who is Ray Epps? Is he a federal agent? Is there evidence to support these claims? Epps is the owner of the Naughty Barn, a wedding and event venue in Queen Creek, Arizona. According to the Daily Mail, he's 60 and a retired U.S. Marine. Epps is also a Trump supporter and appears to have long-running ties to the Oath Keepers, a far-right anti-government militia that formed shortly after the election of Obama. Epps is listed as the president of the Arizona chapter of the Oath Keepers. Was Epps at the Capitol on January 6th? Epps told Arizona Central he did travel to D.C. for Stop the Steal. Photos have captured him in the area. The night before, he's telling a crowd, go into the Capitol. He said, I'm going to put it out there. I'll probably go to jail for it. Tomorrow we need to go into the Capitol peaceably, peacefully. We are freedom. We are peaceful. That's what it's about. It's not about hurting people. As he makes these remarks, people can be heard chanting Fed. Here's the video.
So I'm going to put it out there. I'm probably going to go to jail for it, okay? Tomorrow, we need to go into the Capitol. Into the Capitol. What? No! Peacefully. Fed. Peacefully.
Okay, good. Is Epps a federal agent? There is no evidence to indicate Epps is a federal agent or was working with the government. Claims to that effect are based largely on the fact that he wasn't arrested. The argument goes, Epps, who can be seen encouraging people to go to the Capitol, escaped prosecution because supposedly he's a federal agent. In the above displayed video, according to the conspiracy, Epps made the statements on behalf of the government to encourage Trump supporters to storm the Capitol so they could be arrested. But there's a much simpler explanation. As of this writing, the U.S. Department of Justice and FBI have arrested more than 725 people for their involvement in the Capitol attack. They focused on individuals who unlawfully entered the Capitol building. As of this writing, there's no indication Epps made his way into the Capitol. When asked about his comments, he told AZ Central, I didn't do anything wrong. The only thing that meant is we could go in the doors like everyone else. It was totally, totally wrong the way they went in. From the footage available, it appears Epps was at the rally, but he didn't go into the Capitol or engage in violence. One video actually shows Epps trying to de-escalate a fight, and here is that video.
I would have came locked and loaded if I knew this was happening. Take a step back. Take a step back. We're holding ground. We're not trying to get people hurt. They don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt. Just back up.
So that's the whole story. The investigation's not over. That could change. Was Epps once listed on the list of suspects? In the days following the attack, the FBI released a series of videos and photographs as help identifying people. A photograph appearing to show Epps was included in one of the first batches of images. This is Epps here in the bottom left. As of this writing, it was no longer on the website. Some have claimed it's more proof he was an undercover FBI agent. it could be just as reasonable that they realized he didn't actually go, and commit any crime, so we're not looking at him. So it's an assertion, and there is not actually any evidence for it. All right, let's watch a little more of this.
It's disturbing. He's clearly urging the crowd to violate the law. When you see the crowd start chanting "Fed, Fed, Fed," for him to appear on the FBI's most wanted list and come off, it's certainly
and correct me if I'm wrong, it was not the FBI's most wanted list, right? It was just a seeking information. Like, even that's a literal lie from Ted Cruz. These are seeking information. He wasn't on the top 10. Most wanted makes it sound like he was up there with bin Laden.
suggests he was working for the FBI. That's not conclusive, but that's the obvious implication.
There's no evidence of that. So Ted Cruz, seemingly to get back in Tucker Carlson's good graces after being brutally cucked, starts just jumping in and saying, of course, Tucker, your conspiracy theories look like they're very, very accurate. Very, very accurate. All right. So that's that. I want to say thanks to Baby Deluxe, both for signing up and gifting a subscription on Twitch, putting us at 60. Also want to say thank you to more people continuing to dump in website memberships. Lawson Roberts just signed up with the code Obama. Britta N signed up with the code F Facebook. Joe Galdo signed up with the code F Facebook. Scott Van Cleve is a new member. Thanks to Andy Bunnell and Sandra Anderson. Also, Mark Onstad and Danny Thompson have signed up, putting us at 68. Over in Super Chats, no, doesn't look like I have any new Super Chats. That's okay. And also a big thank you to Kairis Court for signing up on my website with the coupon code Obama. You are new member number 69. Okay, let's continue. Wait, not this. Oh, this is just Newsmax. Oh, yeah, I had a couple other video clips to look at. I don't know if this is new. I hadn't seen this. But it was posted today. Another Michigan mom freaks out at the school board over the secret society conspiracy. Let's see what this is about.
Transparency in this board needs to happen. The secret societies need to stop because you're wearing your red shoes, you got blood on your feet, you got blood on your hands. And it's ridiculous. You say we the people, we are the people. And when we, the people, come together, it's going against you guys.
I don't know what she's talking about. Seems pretty bonkers. Thanks to Captain Smiles for gifting 5 subs on Twitch today. I really appreciate that. Also, thank you to Richard Seelig for signing up with the coupon code F Facebook. Let's continue. Couple other things for you guys. This is, I guess, another woman refusing to wear a mask. A bunch of you sent me this one. I have not seen it. Let's take a look.
Please leave our store. If you don't want a mask, you please leave.
You said you were going to show me this.
Ma'am, please leave.
It is against the law. You are not a private.
I guess it's against the law. Can you please leave? If you don't want to wear a mask right here.
Why did you suddenly get emotional when we were talking?
Ma'am, why do I have to? I'm not trying to have a conversation with you anymore. I'm asking you to leave.
And then all of a sudden you got worked up.
Can you please leave, ma'am? Can you please leave?
Your name.
My name's right here. My position's right there. Can you please leave?
Well, let me take a picture of you.
Yeah, you can all you want to. Please leave. It even says it on the door, ma'am. Wear a mask.
Okay. Well, you also have on camera that you said I could take a picture of your name tag.
You can, of course.
Oops, it's foggy.
I can write it down on a piece of paper for you if you want me to.
It's foggy.
Let's see if this works.
It's just a simple picture. Now that you're taking a picture, can you please leave?
Well, it's hard to read. Would you write it on a paper for me, please?
Ma'am, you are making this harder than it has to be. It's just a simple thing. It's been 2 years of wearing a mask.
It is
2 years.
It is ridiculous.
Regardless of how you feel, it's our company. We're allowed to do it. I have my vaccination too, but at the end of the day, ma'am, I don't really care, ma'am.
It's just the guy just works there, you know.
At the end of the day, at the door it says, "Please wear a mask." The law means what? Our business.
Call the police.
It's also weird that after this long, any of them still think a business can't have as a policy that you got to wear a mask. Like, it's shocking to even make the legal argument at this point in time.
Can you just leave? Why you want the police to
Why
come?
are you afraid of calling the police?
I'm not afraid of calling the police. Just leave.
Because they're sworn to protect our Constitution. The Constitution does protect my right to come to this place that's
Ma'am,
open to the public.
do you need me to show you the sign on the door?
Now, if you put this on Facebook, guess
You're gonna do what?
You will be breaking the law.
I won't be
What is she talking about? They both know it's being recorded.
breaking the law. I've
It's
actually
a
leave.
new law that we just passed.
I'm sure it is.
It is. You
When
can
they
take
pass it.
photos of me, but you can't go outing people on social media.
That's completely untrue. Completely untrue.
Well, I guess
I
it
don't
won't
care if
happen.
you do, because there's nothing to hide.
Look, ma'am,
but I'm
just
not giving you permission.
please.
Not that I'd be embarrassed by you posting this, because obviously I'm completely in the right, but you would be committing a crime if you did post it. Why am I bringing that up? Oh, no reason. I'm sure I'm going to look great from this.
Please. If you want to wear a mask, then get a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask,
Would have ended a lot sooner if you just let me purchase the food.
unfortunately, I can't let you purchase food. You purchase food without a
At
mask
this
up
point,
here,
I don't want to purchase the food.
then why can't you leave?
Well, I just made that statement.
That you don't want to leave?
Ask me nicely to leave, and I will go ahead.
Can you please leave our store, ma'am?
Yes, I will. Thank you very much, and I hope you learned that.
I didn't learn anything. Goodbye.
It's very common that they need to feel like they ultimately were in control. And the way she decided, once it was clearly not going to go anywhere, that she was ready to leave by saving face was she told him to ask nicely. So she feels like ultimately she was in charge. He wasn't being nice. Once she told him to be nice, he did it. And so she won and she gets to leave. This is the psychology of these people. It's really wild. Danny says, I just signed up for my second website membership. Better for you than this super chat. Glad to know the website will accept more than one membership. Remember former producer Lewis? He had 150,000 website memberships. It was crazy. It was really, really crazy. Ping Tick has signed up via Twitch Prime and is number 76. I also want to say thanks to Skittle Stew for gifting 5 subs, putting us at 81. And then a huge thank you to Desiree DeLong and no thank you for signing up using the coupon code FFacebook, putting us at 83. Tony D dropping in a $20 super chat, which I very much appreciate as well. All right, let's continue our tour of crazy. Here is another on the plane incident. This one was posted yesterday. I don't think I have seen this one. Let's take a look at it together. So no mask, and it looks like they're trying to get this guy off the plane.
He's civil. The fucking neck pillow dragged it below my nose. Made me wait 4 fucking hours for this flight.
Oh, I think we have seen this one before, actually. I think I've seen this one. I think it pans to a woman that's with him, too.
Do you understand that? You made me wait 4 goddamn hours. You gave me one cocksucking warning. One warning. That's it. Look, the second he said something, I pulled it over my nose. Fucking bullshit. No, give me my shit. Give me my shit. Give it to me and I'll fucking move.
I don't think I've actually seen this much of it. I've seen like a 30-second clip. The blonde woman. Yeah.
Bullshit.
My nose for 2 seconds, and you give me one.
Was it
and you take my
better?
off and treat it like shit.
Okay, next time.
That is fucking bullshit, and you both know it. Your nose is showing when you fucking approach me. You know that? Your nose is showing when you approach me. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Offer to comply.
Hey, guys, I think this is mass formation psychosis. I think we finally found it.
We offered to put it on
No,
and
give me
not
my shit.
open our
I got an expensive watch on board. I got my backpack on board.
They're kicking us off. Everything. It fell off his face. We apologized and fixed it. It wasn't good enough for them.
Pull it down.
They will tell me why they're kicking us off. That's all that happened. I'm sorry. We don't know why. And listening on Frank with JetBlue won't tell me why.
Like, why is her mask even off now? I don't even understand. Like, why is the mask now off?
They
Because you're stupid fucking players. It's okay.
It is like there's two freakouts going on at the same time. It's really weird.
Everyone, goodbye. Let it go viral. We're gonna sue this for shit. You're holding my shit hostage.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall where these people who go, we're not worried, we're going to sue the hell out of JetBlue. I would love to see the meetings with attorneys. I have a friend who's an attorney. There's some attorneys that will work on like a big, sometimes attorneys will work on a contingency. So, they might get like 30% of the settlement, but those are like very specific situations. I have a couple friends who are lawyers who have people come to them who are a little wacky and they go, I want to sue this person. I want to sue that person. I want to sue that person. And his move, instead of ever saying that would be a bullshit lawsuit that you would never win, his line is, we're a private law firm. And so this is something we'd be glad to start researching for you and understanding the situation. We charge $350 an hour and we're going to need, a $5,000 retainer. And they go away every single time. That's multiple lawyers who are friends of mine say that's their move. They never tell someone this is not something you could conceivably win. Also, they probably couldn't necessarily say that definitively, but they just go, great. I think I understand the situation. We're a private law firm. To start looking into this, we're going to need $5,000, and we charge $350 an hour, $450 an depending on where they live, and these people just go away.
Shit. Bye. Right, what's your last name? Everyone I know is an attorney. I'm Bacardi. Have you heard of that?
Did you say I'm Bacardi?
Of course everyone you know is an attorney. Popcorn, anyone?
What chaos. Man, it is really it is a mess out there. It is a complete and total mess. All right, other super chats are coming in. Claudia says, love your show. Thank you. I appreciate that. In Germany, it's illegal to post pictures or videos without someone's permission because of privacy, even if the person knows they are recorded. Yeah, in the U.S., if it's happening in public, you can post it. Hey, fams, delete your Facebooks, y'all, says Tyler. I want to say a huge thank you. Oh, my God. I can't even believe how many people are signing up here. Brian Reeves is a new member on my website. Tom Skirvin has just signed up. Satish Vermaraju is a new member. Nigel Jude St. John.
Big massive dumps.
I want to say thanks to Robin Lawson for using the code FFacebook.
Dumps.
And Christian Rosenblatt.
They call them dumps.
Has signed up as well. That's 6, putting us at 89. 89. I really, really appreciate that. If you are wondering what is going on with Facebook, I did a half hour about it at the top of the stream. Okay, so I'm not going to go back to it right now. Just go back. I'm not going to do it again. And also thank you to Andrew Warren for signing up with the code OBAMNA.
Obama.
That is number 90. Here's what's coming up this week. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, is the chess tournament. Free, open to all. Just go to davidpakman.com/chess and get yourself signed up for free to our chess club. Tomorrow, the tournament will go live at 6 p.m. Eastern. I will be streaming. A bunch of other chess streamers are playing. It's open to all. It's free. It's just a community event. Saturday, we'll be carrying the Michael Flynn event at which Trump will be speaking. Trump expected to make some kind of announcement. What it will be, I don't know. But that's going to be Saturday. I don't yet know at what time. So that's upcoming. And I almost certainly will do an additional stream tomorrow before the chess stream, because I expect that there's going to be a lot going on. Philip says all of these people want to feel there's a conspiracy and they crack the code. It lets them think that they're intelligent. That leads to Dunning-Kruger. Well said. And KT says, keep up the excellent work. I appreciate that. Also want to say thanks to Ellen Wallace, who just signed up with the coupon code FFacebook at joinpacman.com. Okay, that's all I've got for today, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow with the chess tournament, probably a second stream. We've got clips. We have all sorts of other stuff still publishing today. And then we got the Trump rally on Saturday and so many other things. I believe tomorrow we're going to have a Biden speech as well. So thank you for joining me. We're going to be back so soon. It'll be like I never went off the air.